Hi, I'm Miss Wright, and today I'm going to teach you about the Golden Age of Islam. Today's agenda is Do Know in Attendance 5 minutes, Notes and Lecture 15 minutes, Video Activity 10 minutes, Tiered Questions 10 minutes, and Share Out and Exit Ticket 5 minutes. Do Know Activity. What is a Golden Age? As a special education teacher, I need to be aware of the different ability levels within my classroom. For the Do Now activity, I will use 2 different types of graphic organizer word webs, one for lower functioning students and one for higher functioning students. What is a golden age? A golden age is a time of peace, prosperity, and cultural advances. These advances can include art, music, architecture, writing, education, science, or technology. Arts and architecture. What architectural feature did the Muslims borrow from the Byzantines? The Muslim world was composed of people from many cultures, including Arabs, Persians, Egyptians, and Europeans. Muslims absorbed and blended customs and traditions from many of the people they ruled. Mosques, houses of worship, and palaces were influenced by Byzantine domes and arches. For this activity, I would like my students to practice their map skills by locating the Byzantine Empire on the map. Calligraphy is artistic writing like the picture on the right. Drawings and paintings featured people and animals, but never religious figures or events. Learning. Muslims translated writings of Greek philosophers. They developed the mathematical systems of algebra and also measured the Earth's circumference and rotation. Economic. Muslims traded goods, religion, culture, and technology. They manufactured swords, leather, and Persian carpets. They grew sugarcane, cotton, and medical herbs. Medicine. Muslims set up hospitals and emergency rooms. They studied diseases and wrote medical books. They set up difficult standardized tests for doctors. As a special education teacher, I feel it is my responsibility to make content material available and more easily accessible to students with disabilities in my classroom. Because many of my students are visual learners, I try to use as many pictures, diagrams, maps, bar graphs, circle graphs, etc. as I can to make the information more readily accessible and more understandable to them as individual and unique learners. Because I do not want to use pictures overwhelmingly so that students become overly dependent on them, I try to also change it up a little by showing video clips as often as possible. These clips are never for more than 5 to 10 minutes during class time, and they are always documentaries or Brain Pop educational clips, because students sometimes feel that Brain Pops are not age appropriate because they are cartoons. I do try to show documentaries a little bit more often within my curriculum. The documentary that I'm showing my students today is a 10-minute clip of Islam as a religion. It will review for them what we learned previously in the last few classes, as well as cover what we were learning today in reference to Islam's golden age and the technology and the medicine and the economy and all these other things that the Islamic people helped advance. Students will be able to see what Islamic culture is like up close and personal. They will review terms and knowledge that they already acquired, and they will be able to answer the tiered questioning at the end of this video clip, which will hopefully cement for them and make more real for them the material that we've been learning. The questions that I provided for the students are tiered using the depth of knowledge wheel. We start off defining the term of calligraphy, then identifying dome-shaped buildings within our own society, then comparing and contrasting the golden age of Islam with the golden age of Rome, and finally analyzing how the golden age of Islam has affected our society in America today. And some of the advances that we have are due to the Islamic golden age. I want the students to be able to critically analyze. I want them to be able to think on a more deep level. So those are why those questions are there.
It is a sound heard around the world 5 times a day. A simple verse in Arabic, summoning the faithful to prayer, calling them to Islam. The word Islam means submission. Submission is considered the straight path to God.
What this means is that our will, all human beings' will, is subjugated to the will of God. That is what submission means.
Accordingly, a Muslim is one who submits to God.
Everything revolves around God. Everything we have, all of our thoughts, ideas, our soul, our body, revolves around God. God is the center of life.
The Arabic words Islam and Muslim share as their source a more ancient word, common to Hebrew and other related languages.
The word that we greet each other with is in Hebrew, Shalom Aleichem, which means peace